Hey guys, welcome back. It's Devin from Neptune Design, and what we've done in our previous two videos is we basically set up a framework for our blog, and we have gone through the process of setting up a home page for our blog. Now, this part of the video is where we start to work on the heading and the main menu, or rather I'm just going to say the logo. We'll just keep it there for now. And also, as you can see, we've got our main caption or main header that tells everybody what the blog is about. We've got our section where we talk about the writer or the person who's basically doing the blogging, and then we're talking about kind of like a summary of what the blog is about. And you'll see at the bottom, we don't actually have any blog articles. We don't have any blog articles on the first page. So what we want to do is we want to build a section that basically has our recent posts. But because we don't have any posts yet, there's nothing that's going to reflect, so it's not worth building that section. So I'm going to show you now how to create your very first blog articles to add onto the blog. Okay, so we're done with this section. Now we want to see what this will look like, so we're going to exit and go back to our original WordPress dashboard. That's the dashboard that we started off with first. And what I'm going to do is I am going to click on visit site, but it still shows like it originally did. So the question is, how do we get that page to show as the home page of the blog? How do we get that page to show as the very first page that visitors will see when they come to our blog? Okay, so I'm going back into WordPress, and on your left hand side you will see all of these nice selections. It will say dashboard, posts, media, all pages, add new, builder pages, comments, Elementor, templates, elements, and so on and so forth. You're going to click on the section that says settings, and you are going to click on the section that says reading. Okay, now when you start playing around with the reading sections or playing around with the reading settings, you're going to get two specific options. It's going to ask you, what do you want your homepage to display? Would you like it to display just blog articles? Okay, or do you want it to display a static page first for your blog? So in this case, in this use case scenario, I'm going to say I want a static page. So I'm going to click on static page, and then I am going to select which one of the published pages I want. Now I am going to click on Eco Home Page. I believe that's it. And it's also going to ask me, what page do I want to have my posts, my blog posts on? And I'm going to select that as blog for now. Okay, and there's a whole lot of other options that you can select here, but you don't need to concern yourself with that. Those are the two most important things. I'm going to click on Save Changes, and after I get to Save Changes, now I'm going to click on Visit Site, and there we go. So as you can see, our main page has been updated. Cool. Okay, so let's move back to the dashboard because we still got a whole lot more work to do. Now, every blog website is separated into two pieces, or rather every WordPress website is separated into two pieces. You get pages, and what pages are is they are basically the website pages that hold the content. So if I could give you an example, this is Neptune Design's website. This would be a WordPress page. If I go to how it works, This would be a website page. Okay, so those would be website pages. However, you also get posts, and posts are your blog articles. So if I go here all the way down, I am going to get something that says latest from our blogs, and it is going to show me blog articles. When I click this, it'll take me through to a blog section. This is a lot of photos in, but usually in blogs there's a whole lot more writing, but this is more of a blog section. So don't get confused. Pages, those are your actual website pages that hold the content, whereas your blog articles are always supposed to be under post, not under pages. So don't make a page and call it a blog article. Make it underneath the posts section. That way we can categorize our posts, we can add different groups, different sections. There's a whole lot of things that we can do to segment our content and basically make sure that our content is deliverable to different people and is easily sorted through. So that's why we use the post section. Okay, it's a big mistake that I made when I started using WordPress all of those years ago. Okay, so I'm gonna go to post now because I am developing this eco blog, and what I want to do is I want to talk about the environment with these articles. So I'm going to click on add new, and what that is going to do is it'll take me into the WordPress section. Now when it comes to writing the blog articles themselves, I actually prefer WordPress's built-in system versus the Elementor built-in system. I think it's much easier to write and put in paragraphs and so on and so forth. So I want to talk about a couple of things in this hypothetical blog that I'm talking about. So let's call the first one the Ivory Crisis. Okay, and what I'm gonna do then is I am going to start writing. So all you have to do is, I've already selected a title. All you have to do is just start writing, type out what you want, and you can basically do that paragraph by paragraph. And when you see this little icon, you can just add a new block of writing, like an extra paragraph, or you can add an image, or you can add a quote. You can go crazy with that stuff. But for now, I am just going to put in some filler texts, and I'm going to go to my other favorite website. Okay, I want to generate some lorem ipsum. There we go. Okay, what this is just basically filler text, and you can see if I copy and paste it, it's already, the paragraphs are nicely divided. And if I wanted to put photos in between two paragraphs, like let's say I've got a paragraph over here, paragraph over there, and I want to add a photo, that's fine. All I have to do is, okay, now you're not doing it. All I have to do is, see this little circle with this plus inside of it? You're going to click on that. You're going to click on image. Choose an image from your media library. For example, this dude over here, aka me. And if I should go and publish this post, sorry, my recording software toggle is in the way, and I don't know how to move it. Okay, so if I wanted to go ahead and publish this post as it is, there is a button over here that says publish. But because my recording software is actually blocking it and I can't move, I am going to go into Elementor. So you guys, it'll be straightforward for you guys. You guys will just click on publish over there. But let me take the long way around. Okay, so this is what the article would basically look like. And if I click on preview, the article would look like this. Now this is kind of horrible, guys. We want much better structure than this. Okay, but anyway, I am going to go back. As I said, this is just for an example. Okay, and we want to go back to our WordPress editor, and what we want to do is we want to select I can get rid of this one, remove block. Okay, what we want to do is, I'm not going to focus too much on the post pages, but what we want to do is we want to select a featured image. So I'm going to click on there, and we basically need a picture of an elephant because it's ivory. So let's go and see if we can check that out. I'm really starting to get very irritated by this recording block, the fact that you can't move it. But anyway, we're gonna click on pixels, and we are going to look for a lovely picture of an elephant. Okay, so I'm going to go straight for ivory. Ooh, these are some nice images. Okay, so already I'm thinking maybe this one. And what we're going to do is I'm going to select the color one. I've just decided. And I need to pick image size. Usually your blog articles are about 1000 pixels wide. So I think this 1200 by 80 is good enough. So I'm going to say download. Okay. So that's downloaded. And I am going to go to featured image. Say upload files. Select the file. And animal photography elephant. Okay, that's gonna be my featured image of my blog. Now there's a couple of extra things that you need to note here. We need to add tags to our article, and we also need to do a couple of things to improve our SEO, but like I said, I'll save that for the end of the series, just so that we can do this on a step-by-step basis, and that you don't get lost and you kind of understand the concepts that I am going to explain to you as we carry on. But okay, so we've got our article over here, the Ivory Crisis. We've got our featured image. Okay, so all of that is done and dusted. Then we can also choose the layout. I'm just going to say, for now, give me the layout of a default template. Or maybe we should go with Elementor full width. I'm going to go for default template, and then I'm going to save the draft, and then I'm going to say edit with Elementor. I just want to see if it's still going to look as okay. So it's looking a bit better. Actually, it still looks horrible. Okay, so this is no good. So what we're going to do is we are going to click on the block, and I want to basically make this section into a boxed section. So I want something like that sort of structure. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to say publish, and yeah, that looks much better. And obviously I want my page's title, so I don't want to hide the title. It's title over there. There should be a setting that lets you display your title, but I think that is one of my WordPress settings. You should see the title displayed on yours. So I am going to exit this part. Okay, so that's my first blog article sorted out. Right, and if I go to all posts now, you see it says the Ivory Crisis and it says the Elementor. That would basically be my first blog article. And if I wanted to view that blog article, you could go over to my main blog, and if I click on blog, it should show, there we go. The Ivory Crisis, it would give me the featured image, and it also would give me a little excerpt about what the image is about, and it's also going to tell me who the author is, when it was published, and that's why we use the post section. Now, if I was to post 3 more posts, they would appear underneath this section, and that's what I'm going to do now. So I've got the Ivory Crisis here, and then I am maybe going to do a piece about plastic in our oceans. That would tie up with the turtle image, and I think I'm actually going to do that. So let me just click on add new post. Okay, here I would write plastic in our oceans, and then I would start writing my article, but just for the sake of saving time, go back to my lorem ipsum generator. This is not allowed for you guys because you guys are proper writers. You don't need all of this fake wording. Okay, and what I'm going to do is I am going to stick it in there. Now I want to try something whereby I get to choose what this Elementor page is going to look like. So we got you on default template, and then I'm going to choose featured image. I'm going to go back to the turtle in the sea. Okay, so that's basically how easy you could write a blog article. It's literally that fast. Okay, and I'm just gonna say save draft, and what I should actually do is I should just go into publishing mode straight away. Ugh. So I'm just gonna continue there, and once again, you won't have to go through all of this because you probably can see the top right corner of your screen. I can't see it with the screen recorder, but anyway, technical difficulties will always arise. All we have to do is work our way around it. So I'm going to click there. I'm going to say boxed, and I'm going to say give me a width of 500, and yeah, that should look good. And I'm going to click on this publish section over there. Sorry about this, guys, but there's nothing I can do. The software is getting in my way. If anyone knows the Xbox Game Bar recorder and how to move the little recording function on your top right corner, please let me know in the comments down below. But it is what it is. This is what we have so far. So now I've got 2 posts published. There, Elementor and Elementor over there. So now if I go to visit site, we still have our same article. If I click on blog, first blog article over there. If I click on read more, this will automatically take me through to the main article. And there's a lot of things that we can do to style this up to make it look better. But for now, we're just focusing on the basic bits. So we've created 2 blog articles. What we need to do is create the final blog article. And what I'm going to do right here is I am going to stop the video, and actually, you know what? I'll go through the process of creating the last one. Just for those guys, who are struggling, I'll just do this one a bit slower. For the rest of you, you can skip forward to the next episode. Okay, so blog articles number 3, I am going to put here cheetah numbers falling, and then same thing, lorem ipsum. Okay, remember guys, if you wanted to write, you would basically be clicking clicking underneath the title and typing out the words as you go, and separating your spaces with the enter, or opening a new block. And you can, I repeat, add images in between as well. So we've got cheetah numbers falling. What we're going to do is we're going to go back to our favorite website again. And as you can see, there is a massive variety on this website. That's why I used this when I was starting out for all of my photography. Okay. And we want, I like this image here. And I'm going to choose this 1280 resolution. So I've chosen it, and whoops, I'm downloading it. But wait, that is huge. Is it supposed to be that big? I don't think it's supposed to be that big. Yeah, that's much better. Okay. Sorry for the motion blur, guys. Click on featured image. Go to upload images again. Find it on my desktop, on my download section. Okay. For those of you wondering, how do I know what the size is of each image? Whenever you're clicking here, if you look on your right hand side, you'll see it says the image title, the image date, and it also gives you the size. So this is 276 kilobytes, which is good. You want to try and keep your images under 500 kilobytes, maybe touching 1 meg. Obviously, as internet speeds get faster, that number will go higher, but you really need to try and keep your images very small. Not 3 megs or 5 megs or 8 megs. Those are huge. There are other image editing softwares that you can use. For example, you could use Photoshop, you could use Illustrator. They actually have functions whereby you can make sure that your image is web friendly and they still produce a high quality image, but they just give you a better size output. So I'd advise you to check them out. But for now, for the purposes of this blog, I think we are in the sweet spot. So I'm not going to worry too much about that. Okay, so I got my cheetah image over there, and I am going to say select. That is my featured image. And then I am going to click on publish, or I'm going to have to go all the way around. I'll try and fix this just so that we don't face the same problem in the next tutorial, but there's a fast workaround, so it's not that much of a problem. Okay, so I've got 3 blog posts. All 3 of them are live. I'm going to exit. I am going to go back into my website, and I am going to click on blog, and there we go. Those are my 3 blog articles. And what I'll do in the next episode is we are going to go onto the home page. We'll sort this menu out. Don't worry too much about that. We are going to go back to the home page, and we are going to put our 3 featured articles at the bottom over here. Or we could put it at top over here. It's really up to you, but I'm going to put mine at the bottom over here. So that's what we'll be doing. Thank you very much for sticking around, and I'll try and get that issue sorted. Thanks.